This video covers adding and subtracting simple algebraic fractions with integer denominators. Before getting into adding and subtracting algebraic fractions, let's first recap how we add and subtract fractions. Let's have a look at this calculation. We begin by finding a common denominator, preferably the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple of 9 and 6 is 18. 9 is multiplied by 2 to give us 18, and to keep the fraction equivalent, 4 is also multiplied by 2. 6 is multiplied by 3 to give us 18, and to keep the fraction equivalent, 5 is multiplied by 3 as well. Now the denominators are the same, we can add the numerators together. The final answer is 23 over 18. Have a look at this question. We find the lowest common multiple of 7 and 11. In this case, 7 and 11 have no common factors besides 1, so the lowest common multiple would be both numbers multiplied by each other. 7 times by 11 gives us 77. 4 gets multiplied by 11, and 3 gets multiplied by 7 to keep the fractions equivalent. Now the denominators are the same, we subtract the numerators. The final answer is 23 out of 77. How does this link to algebraic fractions? Well, we can use the same reasoning with this type of question. We find the lowest common multiple, which is 20, multiply the denominators by 2, then 5 to give us 20. Then to keep the fractions equivalent, multiply the numerators by the same values. Now the denominators are the same, we subtract the numerators. The final answer is r over 20. Look at this question. There are no common factors of 3 and 5, which are the denominators, so the lowest common multiple is 3 times by 5, which equals to 15. The first fraction's numerator and denominator are multiplied by 5, and the second fraction's numerator and denominator are multiplied by 3. Now the denominators are the same, we can add the numerators. The final answer is 26 out of 15. Pause and have a go at these questions. Have a think about this question. We use the same process. The lowest common multiple of the denominators 12 and 8 is 24. 12 times by 2 gives us 24, so 5w times by 2 equals to 10w. 8 times by 3 equals to 24, so 2w plus 1 times by 3 equals to 6w plus 3. 10w plus 6w plus 3 equals to 16w plus 3. The final answer is 16w plus 3 over 24. Another question. You have to be careful with this question. The whole process is the same, but you need to be observant for the last step. The lowest common multiple of 3 and 2 is 6. 7y and 3 get multiplied by 2. 2y minus 5 and 2 get multiplied by 3. Because we are subtracting numerators, remember that everything in the second numerator is being subtracted and not just the 6y. That's why they are placed in brackets first. Expanding the brackets, we get negative 6y plus 15. The final answer is 8y plus 15 over 6. Have a go at these questions. Last question. The lowest common multiple is 12, multiplied by 2, then we multiply by 3. Place second numerator in brackets and expand. Simplify the numerator, and the final answer will therefore be v over 12. Try these questions out. To summarize, when adding or subtracting fractions, regardless if they have variables or not, find the lowest common multiple of the denominators and ensure the fractions are equivalent. Simplify where possible, and when subtracting, ensure you apply the negative to all parts of the second numerator.